Welcome friends, LostScarf here, and it's time for the vlog. No intro, so it's the first vlog of the year, so just show some things up here. So every year you should try to make inroads to get things better, and we have a stream deck. Look at this thing. This stream deck. Right now it says I'm recording. Isn't that cool? I can mute the mic. We have folders for other things. Here's the be right back screen. Look, click. Look at that. Here's the face cam. So I click on this for face cam, and we can do other things like you can look at DS stuff, like there. Look at that. You can't really tell the difference on that one. Like over here, and go back up, and face cam again, and then let's go over here. And here's all the game ones, like Elgato. Like there's the Elgato ones, and here's the game one, offset cam, monitor, and the chat right there. Stuff like that. That's pretty cool right there. We have all these different things, and we can add more bells and whistles to this, so that's pretty awesome. And eventually we're going to work on me just memorizing all the buttons, like there's the wheel back screen, here's the face cam. This is DS, so this is going to go to DS bottom, DS top. This goes to both screens. Yep, okay, there we go. Back to face cam. There we go. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So also can mute me, and hopefully I never hit that at the wrong time on accident. But there we go. So that's one of the first new tools we got is the Stream Deck. Now getting the bigger one would be cool, but as long as I memorize and everything, we should be fine on that. So that's one of the new bells and whistles we got. So that's awesome right there. Here's the box it came in. Look at this thing. Like it looks cool at least. I don't know. So there's that. That's one of the first things we got. Another thing we got is sanity. No, because no, that's never gonna come back. Because of the job, we have financial backing by me, so that's good, and Jinx as well, and from y'all through Patreon and the AdSense and things like that. We get money from AdSense and all those things. Everything from y'all and the AdSense and Patreon, all that goes directly to channel things. None of that goes to us. And then we invest more into it ourselves. And maybe someday in 20 years, we can actually make money off of all this. The money we're making right now is going to go towards the next big LP, which we're going to have Hitman, Resident Evil 2. By the way, this is nuts. Resident Evil 2 actually upped the gore for the US audience. So the Japanese side, the gore's there. It's pretty gory. The US side of it is even gorier. It's ridiculous. I saw some of the stuff like, are you kidding me? Really? So Japan understands their audience, I guess. Oh god. Gore's not my thing. Gore is the reason why we've never done what's it called? Dead Space. It's the reason why we've never done Dead Space, because gore's not my thing. But it's Resident Evil, so I'm willing to go there for Resident Evil. And maybe someday we'll still do Dead Space, because I know people really like that stuff. As far as future things go, we're gonna do Resident Evil 2. Whenever Ori comes out, we're gonna do that. Whenever Journey comes out, we're gonna do that. There's a lot of games we're gonna do, and I can't wait to LP those. And so at times we're going to be tight about the LPs, and at times we'll be loose when we're doing like hardcores and things like that. And of course we'll be doing more hardcores in the future because we got the SNES Classic, and just more bells and whistles to play with, so that'll be really cool. Now, it's not lost on me that the background's not very pretty, and that's not going to change. There's no room for a green screen. The background will change whenever I move to another place, and who knows when that'll be. Maybe it'll be later this year, maybe it'll be in another year. I don't know if I'm going to get an apartment or what, another apartment or what, but right now the background can't really be messed with. That's where the bed goes, nothing else I can do about that. I can move things around, but honestly, if I showed you what my room looks like, I live in a shoe closet. There's not that much, so there's no space for any rejiggering around here. This is what it is for the time being, and whenever I get a new place, because I got money now, I would hope to get a bigger spot. Now, of course, I'm in California. California has awful rent, and the rent control one even worse because for some reason Americans voted against rent control. So it's going to be even worse, and so it's not going to be a good position. I don't know what the hell is going to go with that, but of course as I go through my job and everything and eventually get raises, it should make it possible to just be in a better spot living wise. Hopefully, if not, I don't know. But hopefully, eventually we'll have a spot where the background isn't what it is, and of course there's not a hole in the wall over here, and things like that. I know the background does turn people off. The thing is, people, when they watch things, there's some vicariousness to it. There's vicariousness, there's familiarity, relatability, all these different things. For some people, it's vicariousness. And seeing damage on the walls, seeing not a very pretty background does turn some people off. Scarf being fat doesn't attract some people to being here. When I'm more muscled up, that would bring more people in. There's a lot of little factors that affect different people. And we're not exactly looking for the shallow people, but the thing is, in the back of people's minds, the shabbier things look, the less they care for it. And that's a thing to keep in mind, and it's a thing to consider and all that stuff. There's a lot of factors. There's the way I talk, the way my voice sounds. If it was deeper, it would attract more people. If it was higher, it would turn off more people in different groups. Like, there's different things to worry about, and it's very unfortunate, but a lot of people are superficial in different ways. That's how it is. It's just things to think about and consider what we can actually do and what we can't actually do about. We can't do anything about this, the background. We can't do anything about that. It's unfortunate. But there's another tool we got. So, we built up this better computer, which is an awesome computer, which is why we're able to do 1080p and all that, which is great. But now we've moved to another level, and that is backup. In case something goes wrong, we have a backup. And that is what's behind me, if you noticed it. Let me show it to you. This is the box of it. So this is a really dumb symbol because I thought it was VER. It's like VER over there. So it's called an overpowered. Where's the name? Yeah, right there. See, I saw VER and where. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, no, it's called overpowered. So Walmart was trying to do laptops for a while, and they wanted to try to do like gaming laptops. This is what Jinx told me. If I'm getting that wrong, it's Jinx's fault. So we got this at a good deal because Walmart's getting out of this business. And here's the specs of it. It's a 17.3 gaming laptop. NVIDIA GTX 1060 6GB GDDR5. Yeah, Jinx can put this in the description, but I'll say it out. Intel i7 8750 8750 processor. 32 GB DDR4 RAM. 2666 megahertz. FHD 1080p 144 hertz. RGB backlit mechanical keyboard. Now I have a mechanical keyboard, never had one before. 2 terabyte hard drive. 256 GB SSD and Windows 10. So that's all the specs of this thing. And let me show you the laptop. It is a heavy bitch. Alright, so here it is. This thing is heavy. And when you open it up, a rainbow goes across the keyboard. And then there's an LED down here for some reason. There's like a bright LED right here. And what's dumb is if you turn this off, you turn all this off. So why? Like, this is cool for dumbness. This is dumb for dumbness. It's like, if you close, like, why do we love LEDs so much? Because if you try to sleep with this thing on, for whatever reason, like it's rendering or whatever, this is on, and that's just gonna blind you. And if you point it away from where you are, it's really bright. So that whole area is all lit up, and it's like, what the hell? It's a problem. So it's heavy. This has got some girth and some length to it for sure. Got OP on it for some reason. There's a bajillion fans, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we got it for a really good deal from Walmart. And there you go. This thing is almost as strong as the computer. So if something goes wrong with the computer, we have redundancy. We have an ability to still do what needs to be done through here. Also, I can use this as a rendering device. So I can render on this while doing things on the computer if I want. Also, I can take this to work and research more high-level games while I'm at work for like a lunch break, for like half an hour at work a day. Like, I can research at work. Or I can edit things at work. I can work on the Kirby script at work. I can work on a machinima if I want at work. I really want to make a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate machinima. I really want to make one. And I can do that at home and at work. I can do that. That's pretty cool there. At least, well, nothing's going on at work, of course, because I don't want to die. But we have more tools to do things, and that's pretty awesome right there. And we couldn't get here without, of course, everyone. Like, me investing with my job, Jinx investing with her work, and then, of course, the work we put in. Like, we put our money into it. We got your guys' money through AdSense and through Patreon and through donations and through Twitch and all those things. We're able to get bigger and better because we're all in this together making this better. That's what's so awesome. And other tools to make things better over the year. The plan is eventually, I've said this so many times over last year because it's still not there. When my work schedule finally finalizes, which will be in the summer of this year, I'll have my schedule set. And with that, I will finally take improv classes so that we can improve comedy-wise. That'll be really good, being quicker on my feet, because improv people argue that it's a muscle you train. You can be naturally funny, but anyone can be funny if they train it enough. And that's pretty useful because I can only be so funny. I know that I could be funnier. I've said this many times over the years, and improv would really help with making me quicker on my feet for that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I probably shouldn't rest on a laptop like that. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's one class I really want to take. Maybe I'll do acting classes again in the future, but right now I really want to do an improv class for sure. And there are really good schools down here in San Diego. There's a couple schools and some are world renowned, and that's pretty awesome. Like, they've produced some really great people, and I'm really excited for that. And so we'll have that under my belt eventually. I'm excited for that for sure. And just making the channel bigger and better in so many ways. That's the plan as always. So I'm looking forward to that. Anything else channel-wise? Okay, so we should have goals. Not crazy goals, but achievable goals, because we've been in this place we've been for the longest time. And we're going to finally work on advertising. At least I'm going to try to advertise something about the channel every day. The Discord I'll advertise, so those of you in Discord, new people might show up, and I hope they do, because we need, the community would be great if it grew more. Of course, be advertising the channels, advertising the podcast, all those things. I'm going to try to advertise those at least once a day, some different thing. Every day I'll advertise something, and hopefully that pulls people in. Because the goals are finally get to 11,000 subs. That'd be great. Like, just be moderate. 1,000 sub growth this year. Let's go with that. Twitch sub growth, try to get it to like 25 or 30. Nothing too big, just try to get a couple more people. That's the Twitch growth there. Twitter growth, I don't know, get like another 1,000. Let's go with that. Just get to 12,000. Let's go for that. Get to 2,000. Let's make that the goal. Get that through art, through good content. I guess good. The other problem is I bitch on Twitter, so that doesn't help either. If you want to get big on Twitter, you need to be a good shit poster or a celeb. That's it. Or a good memer. Those are the things to do, and we're none of those things. So, better art? I don't know. If you make good art, people do show up for that. And here's the thing that I hear many times in business, and that is, if you build it, they will come is BS, is how they put it, because you need them to know that it's there. Not just building it is enough. They need to know it exists for them to show up. And that's true, and that's why we've never been good at that. We've always done the building, but we've never done the advertising, so we got to do better on that part. And that's the truth. If he builds it, they will come. He builds it, and like all those baseball players show up. If you've never seen the movie, I'm spoiling it. But the thing is, the crowd of people show up because people were hearing about it. The baseball players came, which is the magical side of it all, but the audience that came to see it came because they were hearing about this thing, about this random baseball field. So, God, Field of Dreams probably does not age well. I bet it doesn't. But yeah, we got to work on letting people know we exist, because if they don't know we exist, it doesn't matter how good it is. Because think about it. There's like diamonds and gold and whatever stuff in the ground, and no one knows it exists. And there's no way for it to tell anyone. People have to find it, and that takes a lot of effort. If you ever watch like the gold mining shows and all that stuff. And how many people are actually looking for good content? Once they find something they like, they stay there, and they're there. And randomly YouTube will recommend something they might like, and then they go over there as well. That's what happens, but that is very much by chance, and you shouldn't just rely on chance. You should be trying to make it happen. So we're going to try to make it happen. By the way, the Kirby Reddit, I like it. I'm there quite a bit. But they will only let you talk about your podcast once. So I'm like, all right, well then I'll wait a couple of years before I tell anyone about the podcast for Kirby. So you also got to be smart about how you do things, because I don't want to overstay my welcome or be rude. Some people think it's okay to be rude, to advertise yourself, and that's probably true, because it still gets people talking about you, but we're not willing to go that far, because I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be an a-hole. I'm not willing to go that far. So baby steps. If we ever get to the point where we're being annoying to people and we don't care about it, I hope that never happens, because that is just a person I don't want to be. And I hope I never, and we're going to try to do indies again, I hope I never ever be a person who says, be happy for the exposure. I hope I never become that human being ever in our lives. Whether if we ever got big and I got a big head about that, I'm an a-hole. That's for sure. Anyone who feels that way, where you should be happy for the exposure, that is an a-hole, no matter how big that person is. That is just a bigger a-hole. So Amiibo Fight comes out. We're going to do Amiibo Fights on Saturdays again, so yay on that. Super Bowl weekend I won't be here, so we won't have Amiibo Fights that Saturday. Oh yeah, so Magic the Gathering Arena, I'm way too addicted to it. Next Friday, so on the 17th, on Thursday, the new set for Magic the Gathering Arena, for Magic the Gathering in general, comes out. Ravnica Allegiance, that comes out. That comes out everywhere, digital in the world. Actually, on the world, it comes out physically on the 25th. Digitally, come out on the 17th. That's a Thursday. I'm working Friday, so Friday night, we're going to go ahead and crack 100 packs on Magic the Gathering Arena. It'll be on Twitch, and then we'll probably put that on the main channel because that's a big thing right there. That's $100 right there. I'm too addicted, so I'm going to play a lot of it, so may as well just get that going. We'll have a bunch of constructed, a bunch of drafted, and all that stuff eventually, and we're just going to go over the cards and analyze all the cards. Now, here's the thing. We have very smart people in the community, so if they show up, that'll be very interesting, because I'm not that smart. So we'll have my dumb opinion, smart people's opinions, and maybe even your opinion Friday night. And then it'll be on YouTube so people make their opinions there. And with all those cards, I'll also put it up, since we have all these cards, if anyone has any deck ideas, they can suggest those on YouTube, and I can put those on the when I make those decks, so I can have them on the side channel so people can see how their decks do with my gameplay. Like, that's something we can do. I'm excited for that. And I'm just enjoying it. I'm really enjoying Guilds of Ravnica, and I figure I'll enjoy Allegiance as well, because it's going to be very much like Guilds as well. And we'll see how it goes from there. If I came in during Ixalan, I bitch about this a lot, I do not like Ixalan at all. If I came in during Ixalan when it was closed beta, I would not be playing Magic the Gathering Arena right now. I don't like Ixalan, but I really like Ravnica. Ravnica, I feel like, is a good starting point because it's kind of dumbed down a little bit because the guilds are so deep, but it's a lot better than Tribal. I like the guilds better than I like Tribal, for sure. As fun as Merfolk are, I like the guilds more. And the guilds have a little bit more they can do, while Tribal, not as much, I feel. Because the guilds, you can kind of do 3-color, while the Tribal, it's whatever the hell they're focused on. I don't like it as much. But that right there is the vlog. I had fun talking for watching and listening. That's what's all about, having fun. Come by and see you next time. I'm back, and we're going to try to do some work. If you want to help out wherever you can, spreading the word and things like that. See ya. Let me use the button for this. Use the button for this. Laptop over here. Okay. Okay. So the button you push is this one. It's the record button. So, beep. Try again.